Hi everyone, this is Sheila Peters, and we're about to do a stretch body awareness class. Let's bring our legs in as we sit, making sure our divine flesh is out from underneath us. Bringing our feet all the way up so that we come to a point, hands are behind, shoulders are down, and we're just going to rock side to side and over. Just to start to open up our lower back, get our legs moving, our whole body moving, and continue. And we have one more set. Over and over. Good, coming up right. Let's sit back, fold our legs, either leg can be in front. Again, divine flesh is out from underneath. And let's just rock from one side to the other on those hips. Again, just starting to warm up a little bit in the hip joints and the lower back. Good. From here, stabilize yourself, reach the arm over, get the elbow down as far as you can, keep the other hip on the floor so you're getting that nice side body stretch. And come up, push with the bottom hand and reach out to the diagonal. A different kind of stretch there for your spine and over. And come up and reach to the diagonal. Up and over, breathe, let that head drop. Come up, push over as you use the hand. It's on the ground to help leverage you over to that diagonal, up and over. And now let's just go over and cross as far as you can to the side. And over, twist, shoulders are down and out. Again, reaching over and coming back. And over, keeping the hips where they are, so you're having to manipulate through the spine. Shoulders are down, and over, and one more time. Reach out and around, and out and around. Let's go to the left. Elbow down, reach that arm over, let that head be nice and loose. Feel the opposite hip down. Feel that side body stretch. Push up with the bottom hand, and reach out to the diagonal. And reach up and over. Come up and push and reach through. And up and over. Come up, push through. Feel that twist. Up and over. Good. And up and through. Let's take that side twist once more. Both arms out, shoulders down, twist. Maybe you find that this time you can get a little farther to the back, because we've opened up that spine and over. You're following this with your head, with your eyes. Breathe. And over, good, once more. And twist, and over. And last side, good. Let's come back over to the side here. Feeling that side stretch, let's lift the hip off. Inhale, exhale, press, so we're increasing the side body stretch. And lift off. Inhale. Exhale, pressing that hip down. Reach, lengthening. Inhale. Exhale. And press. And last time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. From here, let's curve to the front. Feel the fold in the hips. First time I really felt that kind of fold in the hips today. Coming to the other side. Feel the side body stretch. Hip lifts, inhale, and exhale, and press. And lift, inhale, exhale, and press. We have 2 more sets. And lift, inhale, exhale, and press. Hip goes way up as you inhale. Breathing in, exhale, and press. Again, slide into the front with a curve, reach out, and come to the side. Let's take that a couple more times. Swing, let that head be down. Maybe you can get a little bit farther over and side. And swing around. And to the side. Breathe. Reach it out and around. And side. And out and around. And side. Let's take one more. And reach all the way around. And reach. And come all the way around. Good. Coming up right. Let's bring our feet together and sitting up tall again. Make sure that divine flesh is out from underneath. We're going to drop the head down towards the toes. Elbows go outside of the lower legs. And let's take a little pulse here. It's opening up the inside thigh. If you feel like you don't want to do a pulse, you can just do a hold here. So we have from the hips, 1, 2, 3, 4 more, and 5, heads are loose, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're going to take a circle over to the right, bending through that spine, up and around to the back, and you may want to adjust the hands. So we're trying to make the biggest circle as we can with that head. We have 3 more. Breathing, curving, over to the side. Good, let the head go. Back and side. 2 more. Drop it down. Maybe you're a little lower. To the side and to the back and side. Last one. Drop. Elbows are outside of those legs. To the side and to the back and side. Let's take those pulses once more. Head goes down towards the feet. And we have 1 and 2. You may find that you're lower. 3. Relax the shoulders. 4. Keep going. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. We're going to circle to the other side, to the left, over. Let that head go. Shoulders are down, back and side. Drop it over and to the side and to the back and side. And drop. 2 more. Let that head be nice and loose. And side. Good. Back and side. Last one. Drop it over and side and back and side. Coming to the front. Let's drop our hands down in front of us. Feeling a crease in the hip there. Shake that head out. Shake the shoulders out. Bend your hips. And let's reach forward with our hands using our breath. Deep breath in. As we exhale, we inch those fingers forward, trying to bring our upper body closer to the feet in front of us. And again, breath in. Exhale, inch the hands forward. You're lowering your body nice and slowly, feeling the crease in front of the hips to help you make this fold. 2 more. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach. Inching those fingers out, shoulders are still nice and loose. See how far down you can get, and here's our last time. Deep breath in, exhale, and reach. Letting those heads drop. Good. Walking the hands up, rolling through the spine, and let's close the legs up. And you might have felt like it was a pretty intense stretch in the inside thigh. Let's reach the legs up. Feet are nice and pointed. We've got some space between there. Divine flushes out from underneath. We're going to flex the feet. We're going to rotate in. So you feel that in your hip to ease out some of that intensity we may have just felt. And open. Now cross the feet so that the other foot is in front. As you're going over, twisting, feeling that in your hip. And out. Repeat. Switching feet. Which foot is in front? Good. And open. And cross, and open. Excellent. Beat the thighs out. I'm going to take the legs up, and we're going to bend the right leg in front of us, and the left leg is going out to the side. So we bend this right one right in front of us, our weight's over that thigh, and then the back one, the left leg, is going to be in another 90-degree angle. So we have this and this part of your body being parallel to the long line of the mat. Our weight's lifted. We've got a little space here under our hips, and we're going to work opening up this left hip. So we're going to push the hip forward and allow the upper body to reflect that hip moving forward. And then we're going to push the hip back. And again, the upper body will reflect what's going on. Pushing through using your breath. Allowing that hip to go. Upper body undulates into that twist, the reflection of the hips movement. And then hip comes back and allow the body to continue that reflection. 2 more. Push forward and twist, opening up that hip. And come back and down. Good. And once more. Push forward. Shoulders are nice and loose. Your hands are just there to help you support yourself as you move that hip. And then come back and down. Let's take it once more, pushing forward all the way. Now, quads so that you're getting a nice spiral in that spine. And then we're going to walk our hands down towards this side of the mat and keep that hip forward. And you'll find that you get a twist in that lower spine. And we're going to just stay here for a moment, feeling what's getting stretched, what's twisting, and what's happening with the hip. And then we're going to drop the hip back slightly. And there's not going to be that much movement there. And then push it forward, which may make you find that you can get a little bit more of a twist here in your upper body going towards the back of the room. And drop the hip back again. 2 more. Push and twist. So it's really an extension of what we just did with the hip alone, working, and release. But now we're really making the upper body get a little bit more of a twist. And here's our last time. Good. Twisting it out. And come back. Walk yourself up. Let's come to the center and then swing the leg around, and we're going to switch sides. So we have the left leg in front, we put the right leg out, drop it down, and make it so we have those 90-degree angles. Remember that your weight is more on this front thigh space in your right hip. Working with the hip and push it forward, twisting to the opposite direction this first time. You're not going to get a super range of motion there. And then push back. Remember, the upper body is reflecting what happens with that hip. And again, press and push. Feel that twist. Good. And push it back. And allow the body to go in the opposite direction. You notice I'm using my arms to help leverage this. And they move around. And then hip comes back. But everything starts with the hip there. And hip back. And last time, using your breath, push and twist. And you'll find that you get a deeper and wider range of motion there than the first time to this side. And then hip comes back and down. We're going back for the 5th time. And we're going to really push with that hip, spiral the upper body, keeping the hip there. We're going to drop our hands down. And we're starting first with our bodies just over and flat. And you may not get all the way down, but go to the point where it works for you, and you find that you get a good stretch in that lower back, twisting, and then we're going to work with that hip. So here we go. Breath in, push that hip forward, which will cause your upper body to twist to the back a little bit more, and then release the hip back. This is a very small motion. And press forward, twist. Each time you're trying to increase the range of motion there. And come back. 2 more. Push and press. Opening up the hip, getting a little more spiral and twist in the spine. And ease back. And once more. Push and press. Opening up that spine. Good. Release it. Walk your hands back up. And then bring this leg forward. And let's bring the legs straight forward. Excellent. Feet are pointing. We've got the divine flesh out from underneath, and let's do a little bit of the hamstring stretch. So reach the arms up. We're lifting. Our whole mid part of our body should feel pretty lengthened. So you may find that going over in this folding from the hip, flexors here, hands down, feels a little bit easier. And now we're going to feel this in our hamstrings, and so our heads are nice and low. And you're going down as far as you can. If you need to have your knees slightly bent, that's fine. But remember, this action is coming from the hip. And let's repeat what we did with the knees open and folded. So we're going to take 8 pulses, or you can hold it if you'd like. Here we go. And 1 and 2. Each time you pulse, you're trying to let your body go a little bit farther forward. Here's our 4th one. We have 4 more. And 5, holding from hips. 6, let that head be loose. 7 and 8. And we're going to take those circles. We're going to the side. We're going to the back. And to the side. And down. Repeat. Over to the side. Feeling this in your spine. To the back. Hands lift up. To the side. Dropping over. And to the side. And to the back. And side. And all the way down, last one. Maybe your head grazes your knees a bit. And to the side, all the way back, and side.
and down. Letting your body fold over, reestablish this position, and let's take 8 more, either hold or pulse. And 1 from the hips, 2, and 3. Breathe in 4. Keep going. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Circling to the left,
Holding onto the abdominals. You need to keep the core nice and strong so you can maintain the position with the legs and really let the upper body get this curving, opening up and to the back and side. We have 2 more. Drop the head down, going to the side. Good. And back and side. Once more, all the way over. Head drops close to those legs. And to the side. And to the back. And side. Let's go back over, forward. Establish that position of the forward fold. And work with the feet going into a flexed position. So keeping that head nice and loose. Chin is down towards the chest. Arms and shoulders are relaxed. You go to where your extent is in flexibility right now. So deep breath in, exhale, press out through the heels, which is going to increase the stretch in the back of the legs. And we're trying to reestablish, as we bend over, that flat, that fold right from the hips there. So it's not a curve in that lower back. Head is loose. Deep breath in. As you exhale, point the feet. Maybe you can inch the hands a little bit farther forward. You're increasing the stretch there, letting the fold from the hips happen. Breath in. Exhale, press out through the heels. And release. Let's take 2 more sets. Deep breath in. Point the feet, letting the body lower. Maybe your fingers go farther forward. Chin is down towards the chest. Breath in. Exhale, flex out through the heels, trying to resettle as you exhale and lengthen, folding from the hips so you get a stretch in those legs, lengthening through the spine. Last set, deep breath in. Exhale, point, let that head be loose, shoulders loose, hips loose, and breath in. Exhale, press out through the heels and feel that length. Shoulders are down. Maybe you've inched your fingers out a little bit more. Excellent. Point your feet, walk your hands up, roll up through the spine, and come to an upright position. Let's keep the thighs out. Good. I'm going to turn to the diagonal, and we have our knees bent, and we're going to work on the lower back specifically. Even though we've been involving the lower back in our twists and turns, we've been feeling it more motivated from the waist upwards. So let's get into that lower back. Backs are tall and curve through the spine. Letting that spine go to the back. Pushing through the hips, undulate through, and come upright. And rolling to the back. Into that lower back, engaging the abdominals. Push through, roll up, and come upright. 2 more. And roll back. Feeling that lower spine really working. And then push through. Roll and come up. Right, last one. Roll it back. Good. And push through and come up. Right. Now we're going to use this lower back curve position to get a little abdominal work. So back into that curve, reach the arms out, and let's just bring 1 arm up and 1 down while really pushing the lower back out. And we're engaging the abdominals. So we have 1 arm up and then switch. And you should be really focusing on the abdominals. Up and down, other side, and reach up. Good. And switch. Bring your hands to your knees, push through the hips, and roll up through the spine. Let's take the lower back alone. Again, 4 sets. So we're curving the lower back, engaging your abdominals, push through, and arch up. And lower back. It's actually a wave-like motion here. Push through, rolling up, and you may find that your head is starting to reflect and roll up too. So you have lower back, going out to the back of the room, push through, and lift up. Excellent. And roll through, lower back, and push, and roll up. Let's go back in to our, what's known as a C curve here, and increase doing some work on your abdominals. So from here, arms come out, we're gonna fold them so that the hands go on the elbows, and we're gonna keep that curve in our back as we twist to the front. Come back through center and twist to the back, keeping our knees staying upright. So there our anchor, center, pass through, good, and center, and pass through. Keep going, center, and go to the front, and center, and go to the back, keeping the curve and the abdominals tight, center, and curve to the front, and center, and curve to the back. Excellent. Come back to center, hands pushing through, and roll up. And remember, keep the lower back position. So here we go. Lower back goes out, and you're stretching it back out while engaging your abdominals. Push through, and come upright. So we're very much focusing on that sacrum area of our body. Good. Push through, and come up. Your lower back and your abdominals are antagonist muscles. So when one stretches out, lower back, like we are here, your abdominals are engaged and really contracting. And then you come up and through and contract the back, and the belly releases a little bit. And once more, and come back, breathe, and push through, and come up. And we're going to take a third set with your abdominals. So here we go, going back. Excellent. Great. Let's bring the arms up, and we're going to twist to the side. Bring the arms up and twist to the side. Now, it's a little bit different. Bring the arms up as you maintain that curve in your back. And lift up, twist, and curve. Keep breathing. And lift and twist. If this is getting too challenging for you, you know you can modify. And twist. And come up and twist. Excellent. And lift and twist. Come back to center, push through, and release, and come up. Right, good. Let's let the legs go out, hands behind, flex the feet. I'm turning back to the center, and we're going to just push through with the right hip and foot. Switch and change, and push. And again, switch and change, push out through the heel, and switch and push. So you notice the upper body is in a twist because of the action of the hip. And switch and change. And once more, push it out, lengthen, and push and change. Good. Let's come back up, bring your legs in, and come back to that original thing that we were doing at the very beginning of class, just to see how it's changed and eased out. Our feet are pointed, we're gluing the knees together, and we're twisting to the side. And you may find that it's really quite easy. So let's keep going. And out. Twist it over and to the side. And twist and twist. We're going to go back over to the original side here. Maintain this position. Extend this leg out, the top leg, shoulders down. Flex the foot. Point the foot. Flex the foot. Pushing out through the heel. And point. And flex. So you're getting a stretch in the lower leg. That is adding to the twist in the lower spine, and flex, and point. Bring that leg in, and let's take it to the other side. Legs are glued together here. Set yourself up, top leg stretches out. So there's a twist in the upper body and lower body, and flex. Push through point. Feeling a stretch through the calf muscle there, good. As you flex, and point. Flex it out, and point. And flex it out, and point, bring it back in. Excellent. Let's come back over to this side, and we're going to set ourselves up to be able to open up our hips a little bit here. So we're going to bring the knee into the chest, bring it up to the side, and then open it out to the left there. Bring it into the chest, and bring it and cross it. And in, you're going to feel this in the hip, and possibly in the IT band. And up, and the outside of the glutes as you come and close. Let's take that again. So it's like a semicircle, up and around and open. Good. Lift and close. Last time, lift it up and open it out. Good. And bring it in and close. Coming up and over, let's take it to the other side. Set yourself up. And we've got the feet stacked, lifting the knee into the chest. Lift it up and open. And lift and close. And really sense into what's happening in that hip joint and the muscles around that hip joint. So you know where this is getting some action in your own body. Let's take 2 more. And lift up, swing around and open. And lift in and down. Last time. Feel that crossover. And lift up and open. Maybe your position is a little wider here. Up and around and down. Good. Shoot the legs out and just settle and rock a little bit just to ease out a little bit of that stretch that we just did. So let's come to a bending position here. Backs are straight. And we're going to, again, work the hip. So we're going to drop this knee down. This leg stays as an anchor. And now we're going to open it up, which may give you a bit more of a stretch in the inside thigh. And up and over. Good. And lift and open. 2 more. Drop it down. Feel the hip really twisting and dropping. Up and open. And your other leg is your anchor there. And up and drop. Excellent. Up and open. Come to center. And just sit for a second and notice, getting the divine flesh out, how this leg feels different in its hip, maybe in its comfort level, and sitting in this position than the other one. And let's take it to the left. So we drop down, coming up, and open. And drop it down. Feel that twist and what's going on in that hip. Up and open. Excellent. Lift, drop it down. And up and open it out. Last one. Lift. Feel that hip rotating in its socket. And lift and rotating outwards. Good. And sit up tall. Legs go out. And let's this time bring our legs completely to the widest position that we can. We may need to adjust a little bit. Backs are straight. We don't have any curve in that back. We're really feeling the fold right here from the hip. Let's just take a simple forward fold. Feet are pointed. Hands are down. Curve the head down. Rolling down through the spine. And you know that your aim is to come to a position where you're engaging in the hip flexors here, not engaging in that lower back. And walk the hands out as far as you can. And we're going to slowly lower. You feel the stretch in the inside thigh, I'm sure. Deep breath in. As you exhale, see if you can walk those hands out a little bit more, still feeling the fold in the hip flexor. And let that head be nice and loose. My head is lifted, although I'd rather see you have your head drop. Some, my head is lifted so that I don't echo too far with my voice too much on from the floor there. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach out. Try to lengthen the inside thighs as you fold from the hips. 2 more. Deep breath in. Exhale and reach. And last time. Deep breath in and reaching out. Letting the body fold and drop. So head is loose, shoulders are loose, hips are loose. And just hang for a moment. Feeling that nice inner thigh stretch. If your legs are slightly bent, that's fine, as long as you're feeling a stretch in the inside thighs. Good. Walking the hands, rolling out through the spine, and lift. Keeping the feet pointed. Let's take our hand, let the right hand come down, elbow to the knee, keeping this hip down, reach the arm up. Now we're going to bring a flexed foot up as you try and reach that top hand to the toe. Coming up and point the foot. The other foot is staying pointed. And flex, reach, opening up the side body, keeping the opposite hip on the floor. Point, lift, and open. Let's take that again. Flexing out through the heel as you reach, touch it. And then point the foot as you lift Excellent, last time. See if you can lower your body a little bit more so the touch or the closeness of your hand to your toe gets a little bit more intense there. And lift up. Let's bring this arm around, swing it, and then roll your body up to the side. And you'll feel as you come up right that you're a little bit shifted over to that leg we just worked with. We'll fix it now. So this hand comes out, we're sliding, trying to get the elbow down. Keep this hip down, reach this arm up. And now we're gonna reach it over and increase that side body stretch and get prepared to do the add a little foot touch. So the arm comes up, here we go. And as we reach over, we're gonna flex that foot, other foot stays pointed, and we're reaching that hand over, trying to touch the toe. We might not get there this first time. And up, and breathe, shoulders down. And over, and reach, and lengthen. Keep the opposite hip on the floor. Lift, point, and up, 2 more. Inhale, exhale. As we reach, maybe our body's a little lower. We can feel that toe getting closer to the fingers, and lift, keeping the body flat. And last time, all the way over, reaching. How close can you get to that toe? Good side body stretch. Excellent. Point the foot, put the hand down, and undulate yourself up, and you should feel more upright. Excellent. Let's flex the feet and repeat the forward fold. So our backs are tall, top of the head rolls down. Reaching the hands out. With your feet flexed, sometimes it can feel like you have more of an anchor, but it also will helpfully keep you from rolling the thighs forward. You want to keep the thighs open so we get that inside thigh work there. Heads are down, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, reach the fingers out and lengthen. And let's take that 3 more times. Deep breath in, inch the hands out. Hopefully you feel like you get a little farther out this second step through. And breathe, settling into that position. Head is loose. 2 more, deep breath in. Exhale, reach the hands even farther out. This should be a nice, long, great stretch, the inside thigh. And last time, deep breath in. Exhale and reach. Long, long line. Settling into this, really feeling it, really allowing the muscles to relax so you can get into a deep stretch. And then start to roll yourself up, coming to an upright position. Excellent. Let's gently bring the legs together. Shake them out. And now let's go over to our hands and knees. So from here, let's get into the lower legs a little bit more. So we're starting into our hands and knees position. We're going to take the front leg and just push it out and stretch out through that lower leg. So you get an Achilles stretch there. Rock forward, go through the toes, and press and push out. Again, rock forward and push. Forward there, and then push and back. Shoulders are down, you're really stretching out that lower leg. And last time, rolling through the foot, coming forward, and then pushing and pressing back. Good. Come up right, let's switch legs. So you have the other leg pushing out into that flexed heel position. Feeling the calf, getting a good deep stretch there. Rock through and forward as you roll through that foot. And then push back. Shoulders are not hunching up to your ears there as you push. And rock forward. Good. And push back. 2 more. Rocking forward. Excellent. And push back. Feeling that stretch. And rocking forward. And push back. Nice. Let's take a little bit of a balance. So we're coming back and our front leg is going out. We're going to flex the foot and then we're going to flex out through the back hand, supporting ourselves with our core and feeling the equal stretch out with the leg and out with the hand. Nice long line here. And just breathe through it. See what parts of your body have to work to maintain this balance. Bring the hand in like down. Let's take it to the other side. So back heel goes out, front hand comes forward. So it's the opposite hand and feet, and you might find that you get a little wiggling until you can establish it. And we've got the heel of the hand and the heel of the foot working away, engaging the abdominals, engaging the core, feeling that nice long reach out in opposite directions as you maintain this balance and breathe through it. Keep it reaching. Good. And then come back in. Let's push back into child's pose just for a moment, feeling the curve in that lower spine. And then we're going to push up. Bring the hands a little bit farther forward and let the hips drop as the upper back is getting an arch up to the sky. And push back into your child's pose all the way back. You might have to slide your hands in a little bit. Shoulders are bent. And come up. Inch the hands forward if you need to as the hips come down, arching up. Again, push back. Breathe. Lengthen. Come up, forward, and press. And last time, pushing back. Lengthen through that spine. Elbows are loose. And come up and push back into your arch. Excellent. Come back to a neutral position. Curl the toes under, and we're going to push into a down dog from here. Heels drop down, hips go up. Just test this out. See what needs a little adjustment for yourself. And feel the stretch that happens there. We're going to lift the heels up, so we're working through that instep of the foot, and then press down and increasing the stretch for the hamstring, lengthening through the back. Hips stay straight up. And lift with the feet. Press the heels down, press the hips up. 2 more. Lift up, press, and push. Heels down, hips go up. And last time, lift up. Good. And press, and down. Excellent. Let's go into a plank. And push back into down dog. And plank. And down dog. 2 more. And plank, holding onto the abdominals. And down dog. And plank. And down dog. Good. Bring your knees down. We're going to take a little rest, but we're going to go back into that position. Curl the toes under. Go into your down dog. Just take a couple of deep breaths. And then bring the hands in. Let's roll up through the spine. We'll do a little arm work just to get the arms moving and flowing. So we're going to reach the front arm up. Back hand comes to the inside of the thigh there. So it helps you twist. And circle, lift, twist, and open. Reaching that arm as long as you can forward, all the way up, and reaching it far back, opening up through this part of your shoulder, and down, and lift, up, twist, and down. Let's reverse that. So we're going back, push back, all the way around, up, and open. So although we're considering this an arm workout, we're also getting an opening in the shoulder area, up and around. And 2 more. Reach out to the back, lift it up and around, front down. Last time. Push it out, opening up, lift, front and down. And you'll notice the difference between the 2 shoulders. So let's rectify that. Back arm is reaching, front arm comes to the inside to press against that thigh. We're reaching forward. Use the pressure here to twist the upper body and open. Good. And reach forward, lift. Try to follow the fingers with your eyes and back. You'll find that your shoulder blades maybe want to squeeze together as you go to the back here to open that shoulder inside armpit area. And lift forward, up, twist, reach to the back, and down. Let's reverse that, coming front. Push it back, opening out through that front shoulder area and the armpit. And we have 3 more. Breathe it to the back, lift it up, come to the front, and down. 2 more. Breathe, twist, lift, up, and front. And last time, reach it to the back, lift it up, come to the front, and down. Excellent. Let's come back into our position to set up for that plank. And you have to curl the toes under and come into that plank. And really hold the abdominals there. Push back into your down dog. We're going to lift the front leg up in a pointed position. We're not going super high, but as we bend the knee in, we're going to curve our backs so that we bring the knee forward. And straighten and stretch out. Leg remains in a parallel position and come in. So we're working on the core here. And lift. And come in, curve that back as you bring the knee in, engaging the abdominals. And lift. And let's take it once more. And come in, bend, curve, and lift. Now we're going to let the leg rotate out and lift the leg as high as we can. So again, stretch through our legs. You're going to feel it in many different places. Good. Bring it back down, lower it, and come into a parallel position. And come to your full down dog. Excellent. Let's come back down to our knees. Drop back into a child's pose before we take it to the other side. Flat back as much as you can here in your lower spine, although there will be a curve. So we really lengthened out that back. Coming forward, come back into your plank. And push back into your down dog. So now we're going to take that whole series with the back leg. Point the back foot, lift it up, it stays parallel. We are not rotating, so we're not going to our highest position. Bend the knee in, curve the back, use the abdominals, and come forward. And push out, and stretch. And come in, curving the back, knee comes forward, drop down, back, and up. 2 more, breathe. And come in, bend, curve. Good. Push back and stretch. And last one. Come in, bend, and curve in, and push back, lift up. Staying here in this position, we're going to lift that leg up, rotate it out, so you get more of a stretch there. And holding that position, seeing how far up you can get that leg. Foot is pointed, leg is rotated out. Lengthening, breathing. And then bring it lower, bring it back into a parallel position, come back down. And you're going to be in your down dog. Let's press back and up with the hips one last time. Bring the knees down. And then go into your child's pose. Excellent. Roll up through the spine. We're going to lie down on our backs. I'm going to turn so that my head is closest to you. Legs are straight out. And we're going to take advantage of some of the swinging and the openness that we've done with our legs. So arms are out to the side, right leg goes to the side, knee bends, foot on the floor, knee to the ceiling, left leg to the side, knee, and inch that back out so it's nice and long. Bring the knees into the chest, stretching out the lower back. Legs come up. Feet are pointed. We're going to rotate out, feet are still pointed, and flex out through the heels. And then push out with the heels so we're going into a wide second position. Let's take our hands and put them on the inside of the thigh or the leg. If you have slightly bent knees, that's okay, but we're pressing out through the heels. And we're going to bend the knees in slightly so the knees go down towards the floor. And then as we exhale, we push the heels up to increase the stretch on the inside thigh. Again, slightly bend the knees in, dropping the knees down to the floor. Inside thigh stretch, exhale, and push. 2 more. Knees bend, drop them down. You want the legs to be closer towards you so that you can really keep your weight on that lower back into the floor and press out as you stretch the heels out, adding weight with the hands last time. Bend Inhale, exhale, and stretch. Point the feet. If you need to, you can help your legs to come up, but you're trying to work the inside thighs here. And close, and we're going to cross the right leg in front of the left. Open the legs up, maintaining that pointed position. We're in a controlled stretch. And close, use the inside thigh. Left leg is going to cross. Repeat. Open, wide, and stretch. And up, and close. And open wide, and stretch. And up. And close. Good. Come back to a position where the heels are together, toes are out, and we're going to come to a parallel position, bend the knees, and arms stay right where they are. We're going to drop the legs over to the right, and we're going to do what is known as the fan kick, and we're going to take that top leg out. It's pointed. Lift it up, rotate it out so that now you have this open position here in your hips. Stretch the other leg out, open, bringing the left leg over, and then bringing the right leg over to meet it, bend the bottom leg, and then come and bend the top leg in. So the right leg is now on top. Same thing to the other side. Stretch this leg out, lift it, rotate it out so your legs are open. Stretch the left leg out, bring the right leg around and down, and then bend it, and the left leg comes over, crosses, and bends in. Now that's your basic fan kick. Let's take that with a little bit more momentum. So stretch out, open, around, bend, and close. Repeat. Out, up, open out, bend, and close. Repeat. Out, lift, stretch it out, all the way around, bend the bottom leg, over and close. Last one. Reach, lift, up, over, bend, and close. Good. Rolling over to the side, push yourself up to an upright position. And we're going to take the legs in that open position and now let that upper body to something that's similar to that fan kick, which we worked on a bit earlier today. So we've got the legs nice and wide. We've really been opening up the inside thigh. And we're going to take our arms, reach over, and now we're going to swing to the front, coming from the hips, reach over to the other side, and reach and lift. So we have arms over. We're going to reach this arm out, fanning our arms around. Upper body goes towards the floor, side and lift. Breathe over and fan out. All the way to the side, coming to the side position, and lift, and breathe over, and fan it out. Reach, and over to the right. We're going to repeat this with flexed feet, which will hopefully anchor you a little bit more. Reach it out, and swing. Go as far forward as you can, and side, and lift. So this is very much a core exercise, as well as working on the legs and that upper body. Let that head be loose. Side and up. It's kind of like using everything. And over to the side, to the front. Breathe. To the side and lift. Last one. Reach it over to the side and around and side. Feel that stretch and lift. Good. Let's bring the legs together. Just shake them out. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's take a little fan with our heads. So our backs are straight. Let's have our feet pointed. Drop the head down. We're going to go over to the right shoulder, lift up, and come up to the ceiling with our chin, and then come back down and drop chin to the chest. Repeat. Drop down and lift. Up and come down. Let's take that to the other side. So we're stretching out the sides of our necks. Drop down. Lift. Chin goes up to the ceiling and around and down. Stretching out that neck. So if you were holding any tension in that neck during any of this class, this will now help to get rid of that. Lift up. Breathe. All the way down. And chin to the chest. Good. Let that head come up right. Let's end class by lifting our arms out, breathing, inhaling, clasping our hands together, bringing them into our heart chakra, and give some gratitude to yourself for making it through this class. Very good. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next class.